really like proud of myself. I don't even want to cry, but like I feel proud of myself, you know, because I went hard like in my 20s. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are sitting down doing a life update. We're just gonna chit chat, do our makeup, do our hair, and just talk. We're just gonna have some girl talk. It's been, I think, almost a month since my last video. That is how fast time is flying. And we'll get into all that, but yeah, I'm just gonna do a simple look today, like a fresh face, and then I'm gonna straighten my hair. I don't know if I'm gonna start with the hair or the makeup. Let's just start with the makeup and get it out of the way. So yeah, I'm just gonna tie my hair back. Yeah, I had asked on Instagram for you guys to send me some questions and topics for us to talk about in the little chit chat video, so I have all the questions listed here. But yeah guys, I hope that you guys have been doing good. I'm basically gonna start with like the first question, which is like, so yeah, this is like very appropriate to start with, and it says, how have you been, how is traveling, and tell us about the grand opening. So okay, so let's get started. I don't know if I want to put like that little headband to keep these little hairs out of the way. I think I'm not. I'm gonna do like a really simple look today. I'm going in with my NARS. Here we go. Okay, so I am starting with the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I'm kind of switching it up on you guys because y'all know I stay on my, what's it called? My CC cream from It Cosmetics, but I want like a really just, like that's it. We're just gonna throw a little bit on. I just kind of want this foundation to help blend out like my concealer, but I don't want to do like too much coverage. Okay, so I have been good, you guys. I have been really busy, of course, as y'all see, due to the lack of videos pretty much like since the year started. But I've been busy literally since January, and you know, the start of 2023. It's been like every month there's like something big going on that I'm like working on. And of course, you guys know I'm busy with like the classes and everything that's going on. Like that really keeps me busy. This is my year that I'm basically like on tour, you know, going around to different cities to teach like my IV hydration class. And it's not always gonna be like this. Like I'm actually gonna switch things up for next year, but you know, this is the year that I'm making myself available to people, and you know, just traveling around, like trying to make myself accessible and, you know, hit different areas of the country so that everybody has access to, you know, taking the class if they want to. So it's just been busy. So yeah, keyword is busy, but I've been good. I mean, thankfully I've been good. Everybody in my family is doing well. We're all healthy, which is, you know, what's important. But you know, no major things going on. Everything is going well. Yeah, I'm pretty much doing good. Thank you for asking. And then the other question was, how is traveling? So yes, I have been traveling. Okay, so that is basically gonna be it for the foundation. Like I said, I didn't do too much. Like you could still really see like my freckles popping through. I kind of just wanted to give it like a nice sheer blend. I don't think I'm gonna add any extra pumps or anything. Oh, and by the way, I took my eyelash extensions off, I think like about a week ago, and I am loving it. I'm loving like this fresh look. I was so over lashes. I literally get like that. You guys know I've been saying like I'm only gonna get lashes when I travel, and I've basically been traveling like every month, so I've been having to get them filled and like redone, retouched, refilled. So I feel like I've been having them, I think basically since pretty much since February, like since my Paris trip, and then from there it was like, okay, back to back. Like I had my Atlanta class, then I went on a trip to Italy. Love it. I'm gonna give my lashes a break. I may get them redone for my birthday, but I'm not even really sure. Like I think I'm going back to really just liking a fresh eye, and you know, just keeping my my natural lashes are pretty long, so you know, I could just go back to like wearing mascara. Like, you know, I really was doing the lashes just for it to be like convenient for me to not have to like, you know, put on mascara, take off mascara. But I mean, honestly, the maintenance of lash extensions is like so annoying. Like I hate having to go in, and my lashes grow like pretty fast. So I mean, my cycle is usually about 2 weeks. Like after 2 weeks, you're already getting like those, you know, loosening up and twisting, and like they've fallen, they've grown out. Like, and I know yeah, I can't go past like 2.5, 3 weeks. So it's just annoying to have to like keep going back. Just rocking the fresh face, the fresh eye until maybe about May. But yeah, going in with concealer. And then her next question was traveling. So yes, y'all, I have been on my little traveling kick. I told you guys this year was gonna be my year of just being outside traveling, okay? So yeah, as y'all know, I went to Paris in February, and then I actually went to Italy in March, and girl, it was such a great trip. So I went on that trip with my mom and my sister. So it was like a girls, like mother-daughters kind of trip. We've never done a trip like just us three. I've done a trip like just my mom and I've done a trip with just my sister and and then we've done like family trips with like my dad and all of us. But this was like the first time of just like mother-daughters, and we had a blast, let me tell you. Like, so many inside jokes, like so many things went on in that trip. Like, it was just such a great time. I'm gonna use this little sponge. I found it in my drawers right there. I don't know how I'm gonna like it. I'm already feeling like it's kind of small, because I usually use like my regular Real Technique sponge, but we'll just see. Yeah, it feels kind of small. I mean, it's kind of nice, but anyways, yeah, just such a great trip. But yeah, I didn't vlog that trip. We were just so busy, like doing so much. Like, we did a lot on that trip. We went to different towns. We took a train and went to Rome. Like, we really packed a lot in the time that we were there, and it was just a good vibe. But yeah, and then my next trip is gonna be my birthday trip, which is coming up next month. And you guys, I'm so excited. I'm finally going to my dream destination. I had posted on Instagram like a little poll. I'm like, if you guys are my OGs, like you've watched my YouTube videos, you should know where my dream destination is, because I feel like I've talked about this since like, I don't know, nursing school. Anytime people would ask me like what's my dream destination, I feel like I would always mention this country and this city. And I'm going, you guys, like I am freaking taking my dream destination trip, and I'm so excited. But yeah, we'll get more into my birthday and stuff a little bit later in the next topic. But yeah, and then the next thing was the grand opening, guys. So that is the other reason why I've been kind of MIA. I finally threw my Revitalux new location grand opening. I don't have the video or the pictures yet. Hopefully I'll be getting them soon, because it's been like, what, 2-3 weeks since the grand opening. I'm going in with my Laura Mercier, what is this one? This is the brightening under eye powder. So yeah, I'm just gonna dab a little bit of that and put a little eyeliner, a little blush, a little mascara, and we're gonna be done with this look, girl. But yeah, hopefully I'm getting my video and pictures soon so that I can share that with you guys. But oh my god, the first thing I want to say is, whew, I am glad that that grand opening is over. You guys know, like, I have a whole video even titled like stressing over my grand opening, because y'all, like, this has been on my mind since like basically October. Like, pretty much since I moved into that location, I was already thinking like, oh, the grand opening, like I need to plan this, that. Like, it's just always been in the back of my head, like, okay, you need to get the grand opening going, right? I'm going in with this Fit Me powder. I just got this one. This is the matte and poreless in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I just got it. I was seeing a lot of great things about it, so I've been liking it. Usually I go in with my MAC Studio Fix powder, especially when I'm doing like a very sheer foundation like I did today, because this does have a little extra coverage. But we're just gonna do plain powder. This is like a really nice powder too, and I pick it up with the same foundation brush that I use, and like, it looks so good. You probably can't tell on camera, but like, it just really like blurs everything out. I feel like this has a lot of coverage too, to be honest. Like, you can definitely build it up, but I've been really liking it. I see a lot of people using it to like set their under eye, so I'm sure if you get like a shade down, it could be really pretty for setting that. Oh my god, I haven't put on mascara since I took my lashes off like a week ago. Let's just see what it's giving. And you guys know, like, your lashes are usually pretty weak like when you first take them off, but I always find like after 3 to 4 weeks, like, my lashes come back to normal. It's like you just need to give it a little while. So they're probably a little like smaller and weaker than they usually are, but let's just see. All right. Oh, little baby lashes. on. Like, I don't want to do too much because when my lashes are kind of thin like this, like, I don't know, I just don't want to weigh them down. I usually like to like not do any mascara for like, you know, 2 to 3 weeks after I take them off, just to let them breathe. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. I'm gonna do the other one off camera because I have to get really close to the mirror, but I'll be right back. Mascara is done. I am gonna do eyeliner, but I'm gonna do that like a little bit later. Okay, so where were we? Oh girl, the grand opening. So yes, like it was just so much planning, but all in all, you guys, it went so amazing. I cannot wait to see like the video, the pictures, because I didn't get much content or like footage on my phone like at all. I was so busy. It's funny, it's actually really funny because I'm gonna do some bronzer with the NARS, but it was funny because, you know, I had like a DJ, I had a host, like I had, you know, I really thought I was just gonna be like behind the scenes. I'm like, I just want to enjoy, you know, I don't want like the attention on me. Like, I just want people to come tour and, you know, like y'all don't even know that I'm the owner kind of vibe. Like, I really thought that's what it was gonna give, but you guys, I was busy. Like, people wanted to like meet me and they're like, oh, show us around, and like congratulating me. Like, people were like finding me through the crowd, like, oh, Fatima. Like, people brought gifts and stuff. I'm like, yo, this is so unexpected and so sweet. Like, I'm telling you, my heart was so full. I had like cards, I had little gifts, like people brought me champagne bottles, I got flowers. I mean, one of my students from my Atlanta class, 2 of the girls came and they got me like, they sent me a cash app with like literal money. I'm like, y'all do not have to do this, like, but you know, like, I'm just grateful. But yeah, I'm so grateful. I was so thankful, and like I said, just grateful to see like the outpour of love. You know, my closest friends were there. So my friend Christina came all the way from Orlando, and my friend Rachel came from Charlotte, and like that meant so much to me, you know, to like literally catch a flight and close your spa down, because they have spas, you know, close your spa down on a Saturday, you know, to come celebrate me and like my business, my success. Like, that means a lot to me coming from friends, you know, like it meant so much to me that they were able to like come and take time off to like literally just be with me. But yeah, they were here, and then all of my family was able to make it. So like mom, dad, sister, they were there, and then all of my boyfriend's family actually got to come, which I was shocked also, you know, that everybody was able to take the time off. They hadn't ever seen my spa actually. Well, the new place since I moved, like none of his family had, you know, been. Yeah guys, all in all, it went great. Like I said, just so much love, so much support, a lot of community love and support. Yes, I'm actually planning to do a webinar for, you know, future business owners or even current like spa owners that haven't done their grand opening, because I feel like the way it came together was such a success, you know, which I'm grateful for. I mean, the profit that I made on the grand opening was a success to me. I pretty much made back like everything that I invested into the grand opening, because it was a lot. Like, this was not a budget friendly kind of grand opening. Like, I was gonna do it big, like you know, I put in a lot of money and stuff into the actual like throwing the party. And then, you know, I made all my profit back in services that we did during the grand opening. So I'm gonna do a whole webinar and teach you guys pretty much what I did and what you can do to make your grand opening a success, because I'm really happy with like the way everything came together. Hold on, do I want to do this blush? Let's just might as well do it because I'm already here. But yeah, but like I said, I'm so glad it's over, guys. Like, now that's just one less thing on my plate, girl, that I don't have to think about, and it's over. It's work time now, you know what I'm saying? Like, now that everything is done, now that I gave it like it's hello, I'm here. Let me tie my hair back because it's still getting in the way. But yeah, now that I gave it like its moments, I feel like even more inspired to go hard. You know, it's like time, like it is time. I'm so ready, I'm so inspired, you know, with like being there, like just the space, like everything, you know, it just makes me want to like just work. But yeah, the grand opening was great. Thank you guys for asking. Thank you guys for the love that you have already sent. But yeah, hopefully those pictures and videos will drop soon so that you guys can, you know, get a little closer look on how everything went. All right, so I'm basically done with the face. Like I said, I'm gonna come back and do eyeliner just a little bit later, probably after I do my hair. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything else to this face except lipstick, but I am gonna set it first. And I'm gonna do my MAC Fix Plus Stay Over, like that new one. I actually have it in this bottle because this is like a little travel size thing. This used to be, oh, this is dirty. Let me wipe it down. I need to wipe this little cabinet down. But yeah, this is like perfect for travel, so I just poured it in there because when I went and bought it, I couldn't find a little travel size one. But yeah, this new Fix Plus, I use both, but this is like when I really want my makeup to last. All right, and that is all you basically need, a couple little spritz. All right, but switching gears, y'all, I did my whole makeup with like that one question. I'm telling you, my makeup is like so simple nowadays, like, and I could have done this face in like 5 minutes, but because I was talking, of course it took me longer. Alrighty, next topic, making friends as an adult who are on the same vibe. You guys, so like making friends as an adult is like a whole different ballgame because, you know, people are busy. You feel me? Like people are busy living their own lives, like doing their own thing. All right, let me do my lip really quick and then come back. Oh, I need to sharpen this one. Where's my other? I have like a bunch of brown lip pencils. Yeah, this one's, nope, this one has red for my red lipstick. All right, let's go in with this NYX. And I'm just gonna do my usual lip, like just brown lip pencil with like whatever nude. I think I'm gonna do MAC. Yeah, let's do MAC. Okay. Like literally just a little bit in the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to my hair. Let me plug up my iron while I chat. Yeah, like making friends as an adult, I feel like it's definitely different because people are busy. Like people are kind of living their own lives. Like, you know, it's not like, and also I think it's harder to meet people also because, you know, it's like you're not in school, you're not making friends at school, maybe at work. But yeah, I think that you kind of just meet people along the way, you know, that have similar interests like you, that are kind of like in the same path that you're in. Of course, I met a lot of like my friends just from like my career, right? So like from the nursing industry or from the business industry, at classes, at events, and those have become like my closest friends because, like, you know, like the question said, like we're kind of on the same vibe, like doing kind of similar things. And, you know, I feel like that's what, you know, that's how you kind of make friends and meet people. So I would say, I mean, to me, honestly, making friends as an adult, I would definitely say like go to some kind of events, like networking things. Like there's so many things out here nowadays, you know, where you could mingle and meet people and stuff. So I would say just do that. Put yourself out there, you know, don't be shy. And that's kind of how you meet people. Like I've said this before, but you know, I pretty much met like my business friends, you know, at classes or at events, or even like through social media from just like seeing people that own spas, and you know, then we start following each other. And so all right, so we're gonna straighten this hair, girl, and it's gonna be pretty quick. I don't think I want to I don't know if I want to do like a whole bone straight look, or if I just kind of want to run the iron through it. I might do like a bone straight because I feel like it might last me a little longer. Okay, so let's go to the next topic. Turning 30. Turning 30. This is like a good topic. This might take up the whole time I do my hair because, girl, let me move this mirror because I need to use a big mirror. Okay, so this is still heating up. By the way, I get a lot of questions about this iron every time I show it, and this is from Urbanica line. I just got it from TJ Maxx, I think, like last year, because I was on my way to Cancun and I realized I forgot my flat iron at home. So I just ran in there and grabbed one, and it actually works pretty good. I like it. I like the size of it, and you know, it does the job with getting my hair straight, so I've just been using it. But girl, turning 30. So the question says, talk about how you feel about turning 30. She said, I am 32 and I remember, you know, going into that 30th birthday. So girl, your girl's turning 30 in May. Like, did we know that or did it just creep up on you? Because it definitely just creeped up on me. I feel like the past like 2 years, definitely the past 3 years, but like for sure the past 2 years of my life, I feel like I finally like stepped into living. And that was pretty much, you know, after graduating, after like setting up my business, like, you know, just doing the things that I've been doing for the past 2 years. I'm like, okay, now I'm like entering my living era. And girl, like the past like 2 to 3 years flew by. Like I feel like I'm literally still like 28 or so. But yes, believe it or not, girl, I am turning 30 next month. The big 30, the big birthday coming. And I must say I'm very excited. Like I am very excited about the 30s era, girl. Like, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be literally like just an extension of what the past 2 years have been like for me, because like I mentioned, I feel like the past 2 years is when I really stepped into like enjoying life and like, you know, feeling more established. Like I said, I was done with that student life, like, which was a big portion of my 20s. Like, you know, pretty much from 19 to like what, 27 was when I finished MP school. I was like a student, so it's like literally being done with that student life and just like not having to worry about that part. I don't know, I'm just excited for it. So like most of my friends are actually already in their 30s. I even have friends like in their 40s. they don't look it, girl, they look like they 32. But I'm excited. I mean, that's like the first word that comes to mind, right? So of course I'm excited. I think, you know, it's just gonna be a whole new chapter of life. Like the way that I see it, you know, I'm always like very visual when it comes to birthdays, and I always think, okay, we're going into the next chapter. But right now I feel like I'm like going into the next book. Like we're closing a book down and starting like part 2 of the book of life or something like that. But yeah, excitement is definitely the first word that comes to mind. I'm grateful that I'm entering my 30s era with like everything that I basically had set for myself in terms of goals. I may have to stand up because my hair is really long and I can't really reach the iron all the way to the ends with me sitting like this. But yeah, I'm basically entering this era with everything that I had set myself out, you know, where I really wanted to be when I got to this age. Number one being my degrees. That was like the first thing. You know, I wanted that part of my life to be done with. Like I said, the whole student life, the school life, and just be done with that. So that's obviously you know, one of my biggest accomplishments of my 20s. So I'm stepping in with that. You know, I already have like the main things that, you know, to me I wanted to have, you know, like a house. You know, I wanted to be a homeowner. I wanted to have a certain amount in my savings account. So just things like that. You know, of course, then we entered the topic of like marriage and kids, because I think that's like a big thing that comes up with when you're like, you know, entering your 30s. And it's like, I know for sure I didn't want to be married or have kids in my 20s at all. So, you know, that wasn't, yeah, I don't feel any kind of way like entering my 30s and not having that, because that wasn't a plan. I definitely feel like that part, you know, that chapter is something that I wanted to leave for like my actual 30s. But I am entering my 30s with like a partner, which is, you know, that's something that I did want. It's not even so much about like marriage and things. I think that, you know, I think that what I really wanted, and now that I figured it out, you know, was just like a life partner. Like I really just wanted somebody that I could call mine, you know, I could just be confident that we're like on the same page. Let me stand up, girl. I gotta get these ends. Like just feel confident that we're like on the same page and we're headed to that marriage and kids chapter. Like we both want that. So I'm very grateful that I'm like, you know, going into this next chapter with somebody that, you know, I feel like I can see myself like settling down with and stuff. I think, you know, that is definitely something that I wanted for sure, was, you know, a life partner kind of thing. So I'm very excited. I will say, like, I do feel like a little nostalgic, of course, because, you know, like it's a big change. Like you're really going from, it's a lot that happens in my 20s, you know, like that decade of like your 20s. I feel like, man, like it's a lot that goes on. Like you really have to figure out your life. Like it's so much stress when you really think about it, like all the stress that gets put on us or, you know, people in their 20s, early 20s, everything. Like, it's just constant pressure of like, you know, figuring out your career, having this, setting up your finances, like starting a family, you know, if that's what you want. I mean, just all kind of different pressures. But so yeah, like I said, it's a little nostalgic just because, you know, it's a big era that's kind of getting left behind. But, you know, it's just a new chapter. So I don't know, guys. I mean, I just really feel excited. I really feel like, you know, I feel like the 30s is gonna be good to me. I definitely want to film some more videos on, like, I don't know, I definitely want to film, like, you know, things about my 20s, just different kind of things like that, you know, like things I wish I knew about my 20s, like maybe some mistakes that I made in my 20s. I don't know, just those kind of topics and videos, and just things like that. But I'm excited, guys. I really can't believe it. Like I said, I literally feel like I'm 28. And like the sound of 30 just sounds like, oh my gosh, like, y'all, we actually grown out here. Like, we actually full-blown adults right now, like 90s babies, yo. What? We're the new grown-ups. Like, we're really the adults of this right now. So yeah, it just sounds crazy. It sounds unbelievable, but like I said, I'm grateful that, you know, I'm healthy. I'm just grateful. I mean, truly, I feel really good. I feel really, like, proud of myself. I don't even want to cry, but like, I feel proud of myself, you know, because I went hard like in my 20s. Now I get to like pull back a little bit and like sit down and enjoy life and just enjoy the fruits of my labor, because like nothing was handed over to me, you guys. Like, I worked hard for this degree. I worked hard for this house that I'm in. I worked hard to be able to drive the car that I drive. Like, I worked hard to set up my business, to set up this lifestyle. Like, you know, the girl worked hard. And so to see it, you know, so yeah, to see everything just like come together, and you actually get to sit in gratitude of like everything you worked so hard for, you know, coming to life. Like, even this birthday trip. So, you know, like I said, I'm going to my dream destination for my birthday, and like, I'm already super like emotional about it. Like, I cried when I booked the flight because like, it means so much to me, girl. I do not want to cry. I cannot mess up this concealer. See, good thing I didn't put my eyeliner on already, but it just means so much because I remember like literally having like the background of like the city, like as on my phone wallpaper, on my laptop, like, you know, for school. Like, I just remember like putting those kind of like, you know, it was something that I really wanted to accomplish, and I knew I was working hard in school to like be able to go to places like this. Like, back then, you know, when I was like, what, 22, 23, like, you know, if you would tell me, oh, you're gonna be going here like, you know, in a few years, it's not that far out. Like, to me, it just seemed like so far out. Like, you know, I would say like someday, you know, when I'm in my 30s, like, I always said that I'm like, you know, one day. And like, it's really happening. So like, I mean, that's just how I feel about turning 30. I feel really good. I feel very grateful. I'm excited. I don't really feel like a lot of pressures. I know that people, you know, like they say like, oh, you're turning 30, like you have all these pressures to like, you know, get married and have kids and stuff. Hold on, let me fix this. Girl, this is a whole bunch of freaking hair right now. And then it's like the way I'm sitting, I can't even get to like the bottom. Yeah, I know some people feel like, oh, there's a lot of pressure, you know, just kind of from society, I guess, you know, with the whole marriage and kids thing. But I mean, I don't feel any kind of pressure at all. Like, I kind of have my plan. I have like, you know, I have my time that I feel like I would want to step into that motherly role, and it's definitely not like right at 30 or right at 31. I mean, I think if anything, like, you know, as a woman, like, you definitely could feel like a little bit of pressure, just because, you know, after like what, 35, you're considered like, you know, advanced maternal age when it comes to like having kids, and you know, complications start to, you know, the risk goes up, and even like your fertility goes down. So I can see how, you know, that is somewhat of a pressure, like just kind of, you know, if that's not your plan. But I don't know, I really don't feel like pressure with that. So, you know, everybody has their plans and stuff. I don't really feel any kind of pressure, people like rushing me, and, you know, none of that kind of stuff. I think, you know, you have your own plans. It's your body, it's your goals, you know. And yeah, like 30 is still literally young. Like you still have time and stuff. So I think the hair is done. Look how cute. I love the long straight hair. I don't know if I actually want to put eyeliner on. I'm kind of liking the fresh eye look with the, like, you know, no lashes kind of thing. It's just kind of looking really fresh right now. So let me see if I can just find a few more questions, because I'm pretty much done, y'all, with the look. It was super simple. Okay, anything else I want to mention about turning 30? That was like a long conversation. Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm super excited for my birthday trip. Like, cannot, like, I already have the whole day scheduled of like my actual birthday and what we're gonna be doing, and I can't believe it. Like, I just can't believe it. So super excited. Okay, next, this is kind of cute. So 3 reasons I fell in love with my man. Let's see, 3 reasons. So number 1 was like how confident he was on like wanting me. And I think that that was something that like I never really had in the past, like with situationships and things like that. Like it was always like a let's see kind of thing, or we're just going with the flow. And like with him, he was just like for literally since we met, he was like, oh, like I want you, like I want something serious with you, like just like all this confirmation and like confidence on like, you know, moving forward, like long-term kind of thing. So that definitely like, you know, made me fall in love with him, because that's how I am. Like for me, you know, especially at the point where I was in life, like when I met him, like that's what I wanted. I was like, I'm done with like playing around. I'm done with the go with the flow. Like I need somebody that's like serious. Like we're moving forward. We're talking marriage and kids. Like this is what I'm wanting. I want somebody for the long run, you know, life partner kind of thing. Like I'm done with the fooling around. And so here he comes with like all this confirmation and like confidence. I'm like, yes, like this is what I was waiting for. So that was definitely something that like really attracted me to him, was like how confident, and like he would always constantly remind me like, you know, like you're the one, like you're the one, you know, just yeah. Number 2, I would say definitely like how loyal he is. Like I feel like in this generation, you guys, it's hard to like come across that nowadays. Like people are just, you know, I feel like they just give up on like the slightest little misunderstanding, or like the first fight you're like already broken up and you're like, nah, I don't need this. Like, so I, you know, I feel like his loyalty like made me fall in love with him, because he, you know, you could just tell from like the start, like he was just like a loyal person that I could trust, that I could like build with, you know, all kind of like things that come with like loyalty. So yeah, loyalty was the second one. And I would say the third would be like how ambitious he is, because I definitely love that. You know, of course, you know, I'm an ambitious person, so of course I want somebody that we can talk about, you know, future things that we want and we're building towards. And like just hearing, like I remember when we were first kind of early on with like dating, and like hearing him talk about like his ideas for the future and plans that he had and like all things like that made me like fall in love, because I'm like, yes, like we're on the same page. Like I feel comfortable with like being able to like, you know, build with you, and like I could see a future with you, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's like so many more. I feel like I just kind of like threw stuff out of you know, just like off the top of my head kind of thing. I guess I can end with this one. So what inspired you to get to where you are now? What inspired me? I don't know about what inspired me, but I think it was more so like the goal of the lifestyle that I wanted. Like it always kept me inspired and like I guess motivated to like work hard. So, you know, I always had this goal of like freedom. And I know like people always think, oh, the money, and I know, you know, the money is great, but like, you know, like really truly what you want is like the freedom. And I feel like the freedom comes with the money. It's almost like, you know, they almost kind of go hand in hand, because you really can't fully have freedom if you don't have money. And then but yeah, I always had this goal in mind, like this lifestyle. Like when I would picture like, you know, my dream life, it would just be like freedom, like just being able to like kind of live how I want to, not be tied to like certain things, being able to travel when I wanted to, being able to afford things that, you know, comforts of life, and not feeling like, okay, I'm always, you know, stressed with like money. You know, financial freedom is a whole different thing. It goes within the umbrella of freedom, right? So I think what kept me inspired and motivated was just like working towards that lifestyle, that dream lifestyle that I kind of pictured in my head. I'm like, I want this. So yeah, I think always like envisioning like that dream free lifestyle is like kind of what kept me inspired and motivated to like keep working hard, you know, keep doing stuff. And I feel like if you would ask me now, like, okay, well, now what keeps you inspired and motivated? You know, now that I kind of have achieved that dream lifestyle of freedom that I currently live already, which I'm so grateful for, I think that what keeps me motivated now is just wanting to like build even more so that now I can give back to like every, you know, family and stuff. Like, you know, I want to take my parents on trips. Like, I want to just let them like fall back pull back from there, because you know, both of my parents, they own their business, but I want them to like pull back and just be like, you know what, you're good, like I got you, like, you know, being able to like now have that kind of money where I'm just taking care of people, you know, taking care of family and stuff, really just setting up a life, you know, for the future, you know, future generations, like my future children and things like that. So that's what keeps me currently motivated, you know, because now I'm kind of in that new chapter of now really building, you know, what we call generational wealth. And y'all, I'm trying to retire like early. I don't want to retire at like 65, or is it 63? I don't know, but my goal is to retire like in my 50s. So, you know, I have to go hard with like my investment accounts and putting money where it needs to go so that it can build for me. And girl, we are on track to retire a millionaire. Hopefully I hit the millionaire status like before retirement, but you know, you know, we are just now getting started with that. Yeah, I'm just now getting started with that, you guys. At 29 is pretty much when I started like building my portfolios and retirement, and you know, like really building, like I said, really building wealth. What keeps me motivated is just that, like, I know I want to retire early, so I gotta go hard. Like, I'm young right now, I'm healthy, this is like the time to go hard and take breaks, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sound like always hustle. Y'all know I'm not about that anymore. I have so much free time, like so much leisure time, so please do not, you know, break your back and go crazy just hustling so hard. Like, I'm so past that like hustle culture and like no sleep kind of thing. Like, no, you know, there has to be a balance, and thankfully for me, I have a great balance. And it's crazy because I have two businesses that I'm very involved in. Like, you know, I'm at the spot and I handle most of everything with like my consulting company. Like, it's me, I'm the one you talk to, you know, with the calls. I'm the one out there traveling, teaching the classes. Like, I'm very involved in both of my businesses. So you would think like, girl, how do you even have free time? But I have plenty of free time. I have like, you know, days off and everything. So it's a good balance. So I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. Don't forget to balance out your lifestyle, okay? It's very important to build, go hard, you know, all these great things that we want, but you have to make it a balance. You have to, because then you come to find out like, oh my gosh, I've been working so hard and then I forgot to like live my life. And that is kind of something of like my 20s. I feel like I was going so hard with like being a student and being a good student and like graduating 4.0, you know, with all these good grades. But I didn't really, you know, early 20s, like I wasn't doing much. I wasn't going out. I wasn't like traveling. I was like, my whole life was like school. So, you know, that always reminds me, girl, you need to balance things out because you don't want to get back to that point where you were. Anyways, guys, this was a long video, I think. Like, literally, it was great topics, though. I enjoyed having these little chats with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this very simple, like, fresh makeup look and, you know, fresh, simple, straight hair. Always a vibe. I think, like I said, I'm gonna keep my eyes bare like this because I'm loving like this just fresh lashes kind of look. I'm probably gonna add a little bit of eyeliner tonight, maybe like for dinner or something, but for during the day I'm just gonna keep it fresh like this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be back with vlogs and stuff coming back soon. I am a little busy this month because of the Houston class. So I have Houston coming up in like 3 weeks. Like, it's coming super fast. So y'all know the weeks leading up into a class, your girl is always busy, but I'ma still vlog for y'all. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.